See, tis Twinsday.
Yeah.
Ew, no. No.
My makeup's flawless.
Ew. Okay. Like I did. No. Ew, stop making that noise. What is wrong with you? Hey guys, welcome to Twinergy.
I'm Amber.
I'm Autumn, and today is Twinsday.
Twinsday.
That means we are going to be answering your questions about all things family, money, and love related. If you got a question in any one of them three categories, you can send us an email at contact@teamtwinergy.com.
There's been an explosion in the inbox with the questions that we have. It's just so
we narrowed it down
Yes.
to one from each category.
But we need you guys to keep sending them in. We appreciate you. And like the comments is cracking. Like we
Yes.
got people in the comments.
The comments is cracking.
I mean,
Yeah.
I appreciate it because y'all see me in there like, hey, I'm in there. It's
Got
lit.
it.
Wednesday is one of, if not my favorite day of the week at this point.
I concur.
It's cracking.
Yeah. So let's talk about family.
Hey twins. I'm one of 6 kids in the middle with my sister, then a little brother. How can I express myself without screaming to be heard?
Well, as a middle child myself, seeing as Amber's older than me, and then I'm in the middle with my sister, and then we have a youngest brother.
Something
so
stinks about this order.
I definitely understand the plight of what it means to be a middle child.
What? Do you identify yourself as a middle child?
Yes.
There's no way you can.
Yes.
You got mad when I said I was the oldest, and now you're the middle child.
Okay, so I'm the middle child, therefore I get to have all the middle child issues.
Exactly.
Okay,
I
thank
can't
you.
make any of this up. Go ahead, psycho.
So, my whole question is who are you trying to make yourself heard to them for? There are so many questions. Like, what is the age range?
So many caveats and nuances.
Yeah, so many nuances. The nuances is what really we could dive into, right? But I mean,
as generally speaking as possible, how can she go about being heard in her family dynamics? Either like in their, let's just say
Thanksgiving or Christmas or something.
Yeah, let's just say like 40s. That's just like an average
in their
age
40s.
range.
I got nothing. Because my whole thing is, if I gotta scream to be heard, then I'm not gonna be talking. So I just can't.
My thing is,
that's not.
Man up.
I know.
Just say the words. Well, and so the thing is it's deeper than that. So it's not just man up and say the words. It's feeling confident enough to share whatever it is that's on your mind. And then as a middle child, which I'm using that so loosely, you might not feel as confident expressing yourself because you might either have not gotten the attention from your parents or your siblings or, the older child, first child issues, which it's me. But so being in the middle, you could feel lost and your voice is lost. So just speaking up it's easier said than done.
My thing is, you were gonna say however.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, my thing is, whatever you need to say, maybe you can address it privately, So it's because it can be very, very frustrating because we have a large family as well. And it can be very frustrating. Say we're at Christmas or something. I'm like, everybody, trying to get everyone's attention.
We're not paying
trying to
attention.
scream over the noise, trying to do this. So maybe it's just better to just walk up to each person and, you may have to say it 5 different times, versus trying to command all the presence. Because my whole thing is that doesn't say less about you. That just says you just got a loud family. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're not lacking in any way because you can't get them to pay attention to you. That's just what happens in families. And I would say just address everyone separately, or just, I'm the sit back and observe because I'm not screaming over anybody.
I'm the
scream over everyone.
Y'all gonna listen to me. But in a different way. So it was scream over everybody. Now it's more so much more constructive and more orderly. But I do believe that it can be done if you do want to address everybody at once, or just it depends on what you have to say. But more so, just get more confidence and reassurance in what it is that you have to say. Realize that there's value in it. If no one else sees it, as long as you see it as valuable. I'm sitting next to my twin because I be saying the most crazy things about family, but family to me, what family?
All family ain't blood, and all blood ain't family.
Directly quoted from me.
She literally said that.
But it's nobody gets a pass in my life. If you want to be in my life, family or not, you
got to treat me right.
Yeah.
You got to treat me with respect.
Yeah. And, they might be not as aware of their disrespect because of just how the order of things has been y'all's whole life. However, today is a new day. These are different times. It's 2021. So, just go for it. Just put yourself out there and just speak. So, I mean,
Just say it.
I hope the advice was decent.
I know, right?
Yeah, it sounded kind of...
As a middle child, take it from me.
Next!
Okay, so next, we got money, which is also still kind of family, but still money.
Money. Hey, ladies. My brother owes me money. I am beside myself with trying... I am beside myself with trying to get him to pay me. Even if he pays me a little at a time, but he keeps putting me off. Suggestions? Speaking as someone who owes my sister so much money, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just like this.
Your brother broke. He ain't got it. No.
That's the first thing. Now, the second thing is he probably does got it. You see him spending on other stuff and he ain't acknowledging it. And then so it's just got to be like, look, big bruh and little bruh. We don't say big or little bruh. Look, bruh, this is making me feel some type of way.
I'm starting to resent you.
And family be falling out for years over money.
Over money.
Or just like not even falling out, period, over money. And be like, we aren't there, but like I can see that on the horizon. I don't care if it's $1 a week. You need to come up with terms from which you're going to pay me back. Here is the date I need those terms. I'll expect to hear from you then. If I don't hear from you by then with those terms, you can act like I don't exist.
I mean, because, and by what that means is that you have proven that you're a person of like shaky moral character, and I'm not going to have you in my life, because it is such a disrespect when someone says they're going to pay you back, and then they don't pay you back, and then they don't acknowledge it, and then they just keep moving on, and then you're the bad one for like flipping out over the money,
That they owe you.
That they owe you, that they said they were going to pay you. So first piece of advice, never lend money that you expect to receive back.
Ever.
Okay? And if it comes to like, man, I got the money, but like, I honestly don't think they'll pay me back, and I don't want to lend it to them if I don't think they're going to pay me back, because then that's going to make me mad, then say you ain't got it.
I got it. I ain't got it for you.
I mean, hello. You
That's the thing.
You don't
That's
gotta
the
say
thing.
all that.
No, I'm just saying that's the thing, though.
Yes, but that is a thing, right? So it's like, first of all, you can't force the person to pay you back unless you wrote up terms, which, if you didn't do that, you should have done that.
This psycho. But facts, though.
Thank you. So the crappy thing is you can't force them to pay you back. All you can do is confront them and tell them that you guys need to come up with some sort of schedule. It's disappointing that they have not kept to their word, and you would like them to do that. And if they just blow it off, I mean, honestly, that shows you the type of person they are. And
anybody can get cut off. We don't talk about this in the last question.
You have to do what's right for you. I too would be beside myself if I really needed the money.
Thank God she don't need it.
Yeah,
at this season.
I know
she could use it now.
I could use it.
It's coming.
And I know, but see, and here's the thing. We at least have an agreement, an understanding. Yeah. The agreement is like, I have a lot of visibility into her financial situation, and I know that it's not going to be good for either of us if she tries to give me that money.
This season.
In this season,
seasons
right?
change.
So you're right, and they are changing, right?
Yeah.
But it's like there's a communication and there's an understanding and there is a recognition that the debt exists.
Yes.
If she were to be like, oh, that was so long ago, I don't even know what you're talking about, like, skirt, that's a problem. But
Skirt.
it's really all about the communication, and I'm sorry you got yourself into that situation, but just communicate, like Amber said, set a hard deadline. Like, you need to tell me when and how you'll be able to pay me back by this time. That way we can just adjust our expectations and move forward accordingly.
And they try to make you feel like, he tries to make you feel like crap for demanding, requiring, expecting
Don't
that.
fall for the okie doke.
Don't fall for the guilt trip. And just literally act like he doesn't exist anymore. You don't got to be rude. You can just be done.
You know what? I don't even mess with him because he borrowed a large sum of money from me and he said he was going to pay me back and he just straight didn't. And I lost all trust that I had for him, so I can't even mess with him like that no more. Yeah. It be like that sometimes. I know, right?
This is good.
Basically, cut your family out. Don't hesitate to just cut your family right out of your life, okay? That's the lesson you're learning.
We are...
As we're sitting next to our closest family, so.
Anybody can get it.
Anybody can get it. Okay, love. What is our love question? No, is that Keisha Cole again? Don't do it.
Never knew what I
Okay, you dropped the octave. That's disgusting.
It's better that way. For everybody.
Is it? I was like, for who? Who is it better for?
For me hitting the notes.
Exactly.
All right, y'all. Let's get into the tea. Ooh. My wife. Oh, I see a no like salutations. I just went right into it.
Because you said ooh.
Well, because I'm excited about it. My wife struggles in making a decision about what to have for dinner. I will eat anything in all caps. When I ask her what she wants me to pick up for dinner, she says, I don't care. However, when I offer a suggestion, she says, no, I don't want that. What in the world? Why can't a woman make a definite decision?
Okay, first of all,
I feel attacked.
Okay, first of all, that very last sentence went awry with the whole situation.
Why can a woman make a definite decision?
I was on your side until the very last sentence, okay? Yeah.
You should not have asked that to two women.
Exactly.
No, we just played. We grateful for your question.
I know. Thank you so much.
And we got some feedback.
I know how frustrating that is.
Isn't that frustrating?
Yeah, I mean, and that is a typical like woman. You know, what do you want? Oh, I don't care. Oh, not that. Or do you want something to eat? Oh, I'm not hungry. And then when they buy something, they eat. The woman eats all your food. You know, like I get the typical woman tropes or whatever. So the one thing I learned this a long time ago, and it's really helped me. It is a process called 5-3-1, right? It's because like you have to have actual strategies. Like people get into real fights over this stuff.
I mean,
about
he wrote in
about people's inability to make a choice, right?
Yeah.
So if you ask your wife, if you ask your wife, what do you want to eat? And she's like, I don't care. Here's what you do. You pick 5 restaurants, okay? We can go to O'Charlie's. We can go to Applebee's. We can get Cheddar's. We can get pizza. And then we can get Chinese, And then what she will do is narrow it down to 3.
Be like, pick 3 of these 5.
Because then that way...
Work with me.
Exactly. That way she's going to already lop off the 2 that, even though she didn't care, the 2 that she didn't want. So she's going to narrow it down to 3. And then out of those 3 that she actively chose, you can pick the 1. Or otherwise, the other way around. She says, I don't care. Okay, well then just throw out the name of 5 restaurants, and then she's going to throw out 5, and then you're going to narrow it down to 3, and then she might say, oh no, keep that one in there,
And then you'll be like,
yeah, exactly. You can't even play the game, right? But it just, because the world, what do you want to eat is such a broad question, So like narrowing it down.
People know what they don't want more so than they know what they do
want. Yeah. So I play 5-3-1. I like that game. I've done that in a ton of relationships, and it works.
I use it actually. That's a strategy I use. Yeah, I do use it in some situations. Not even just for food, but for trying to make other decisions.
Women struggle to make decisions because in our minds, like men are waffles, women are spaghetti. Okay, men can compartmentalize subjects into the little pockets of waffles. But for a woman, everything in her mind is spaghetti. You can't tell where one piece begins and the other piece ends, because it's not just as simple as what do you want to eat? It's like now she has to think about like, oh, okay, will this make me gain weight, or do I want to feel fat, or oh, I have this event coming up, or just like, oh, it's going to take this long to get there and I have to do the laundry. Like it's all this interwoven stuff that goes along with what do you want to eat.
Men are built for this.
Yeah, so however you can like narrow it down and start to, compartmentalize it, then you can help her out.
She has to meet you there. She has to be willing to compromise. Y'all each have to take a step towards each other when it comes to resolving issues like that, because you got to eat every day. Yeah. So you would hate for, this to, be
a recurring thing.
Yeah, exactly. So try the 5-3-1 rule. Listen to the other things we said about just women and how we're set up. And then the great thing is you can just ask her, be like, look, this kind of drives me mad in a way. I want you to understand how it kind of frustrates me or makes me feel a way. And that's not the goal, because I want us to both, be in a good space. So, what about making a decision to eat? What about that do you struggle with? And just literally ask and see what she says. She'll probably just love the fact that you're asking that type of question.
Or you can pre-plan and say, for this week, I'm gonna figure out what we eat the whole time. For the next
Yes.
week, you're gonna figure out what we eat the whole time. So just knowing, like, so that it's not a spur of the moment thing and it's planned that way, you know, she'll know ahead. Okay, I have to know what we're gonna eat, or I get to pick what we're gonna eat, you know? Just different things. Cause you know, that would cause me some anxiety if on the spot, like, what do you want to eat? And I'm just like, I don't know, so many choices, you know? So I could see that.
We did good on that one.
Yeah, I think we just saved a marriage.
We might just have.
You're welcome.
I mean, we're grateful.
Yeah, we're grateful
Thankful
and
for the gift.
we're great. Okay, well those were pretty straightforward. I really appreciated
We got
that.
to the meat of that one.
No, absolutely not. Well, thank
Everybody.
everyone who
For those
wrote
questions.
in. Exactly. And don't forget, if you want the twin take on anything family, money, love related, send us an email at contact@teamtwinergy.com.
And get in the comments. So if your sibling owed you money, how you handling it? What type of conversation?
We need the detail.
Yeah, we need the details because we literally are like living this situation. Like how are we living everyone's situation?
And how do you like do the food thing? Have you ever heard of 531? Is this something that you struggle with in your relationship? Like, what strategies have you come up with? Because like I said, there's tons of stuff. Because this is very
the
common.
Notebook. They were like, what do you want? I don't know. What do you want? It's not that easy. What do you want?
To eat. Exactly.
So,
That's
yeah.
a woman. That sums it up right there.
The beautiful mystery of a woman.
No, I can't. Honestly, that sounds like something Richard would say.
That's your husband.
Exactly.
It's time to go. On
Exactly.
that note,
Exactly.
when you start Richard, it's time to go.
It's time to go. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next week on Twinsday. Bye.
1.
No. Let's talk about like some family issues
You
today.
got some on your nose.
What?
It's this lint from your shirt. It's like all these vibrant colors. Peace.
No.
Love y'all.
No, stop it. Okay. All right.